My name's Maya. I usually talk about fashion, gender, my experience with being trans and sexuality, but with everything going on in the news, I felt like I had to do something a little bit different. To those who write and sign the executive orders and these bills, to those who perpetuate state-sponsored hate speech, to those who are trying to turn that hate speech into violence, to those who are taking away our autonomy and our healthcare, those who can't understand how trans people can even exist. This message is for you. And if you think I'm being dramatic, and that these United States do not stand for state-sponsored hate speech or violence against any group, go read the executive orders. Okay, now that we're all caught up, let me share what's been on my mind. If you can't bear to have trans people around you in society, and you feel the need to ban us out of existence, well, I'd encourage you to leave your city or town, because we're everywhere. We're all over the world. But watch out, because when you go out to nature, you might run into a butterfly that can change its gender. And then you might say, okay, I'll go to the ocean and I'll be safe there, but don't run into any clownfish or any sharks because they can change their gender too. There are countless animals and plants that don't give a shit about gender and change depending on what nature calls for. Trans and gender non-conforming people are as natural as these butterflies are beautiful. And if you somehow built a time machine and said, I'm gonna go back to when things were different, good luck. Ancient cultures had gender non-conforming people as well. So then you can't go into nature, you can't go into the ocean, you can't be in your city, you can't go back in time. So you might think, okay, well, maybe I can go into outer space, but you can't go there either, because watch out, if you go to outer space, you might get touched by light. And unfortunately, I have to inform you that she's non-binary too. Anyone with a cursory knowledge of quantum physics will have come across the double slit experiment, which proved that light can be a particle and a wave, and it changes depending whether there's an observer or not. This doesn't make sense, go Google it. And you might be frustrated by that, how even science can acknowledge the non-binary nature of nature. And you might wonder, well, why can't the sun just pick a gender, a particle or a wave? Why can't the sun just be whatever it was born as? Why do they have to be able to change? How is light allowed to switch between a particle and a wave? So now you find space also has non-conformity to a silly binary standard. No matter where you go, you're going to find things can be two different things at once. Things can change. You can't even escape into your head, because if you're a person, you're probably contradictory, and you can understand how thoughts can contradict themselves, and you can understand how your thoughts can change. I mean, I would hope so. If not, you probably still want to be a pirate and eat sand. We grow up, we change. Everyone changes. Everyone hopefully has thoughts that can evolve and become new and better things. Duality and change is an inherent part of our universe, even in your own mind. And what are you going to tell me? Einstein was wrong? If energy can change, then why the fuck can't we change our gender? We have existed since stardust has, and just like energy, we're indestructible. Water flows to states of matter, seasons change. Everything transforms. You can't tell me that you understand the word transatlantic and you understand what interplanetary means, but you draw the line at transgender and intersex? To say that transgender people and gender non-conforming people aren't real is a monumental display of pure ignorance. Be it in nature or outer space or thoughts, everything can change. And don't tell me that changing your gender in nature, or the fact that light can be two different things at once, or the fact that you can hold two diametrically opposed thoughts at the same time is different from me changing my gender. We're talking about really basic concepts. Duality, transformation, change. You can't act as if it's a new fad, this thing that just came up out of nowhere, when evolution, change, is the basis for how our universe was created. We're just taking ownership of that. If you still don't understand me, then you're just arrogant. Oh no, I just put two words together. Ignorant and aggressive. Can you handle the duality? Look at me. I'm beautiful. I'm magic. I have awakened parts of my DNA and transformed my body into that of a woman. I have created new cells and created new mass. I'm the realest thing there is. Transgender and gender non-conforming people are stronger than you'll ever be. And we will not go quietly into the night. We'll stay and dance until dawn on the grave of your hate and your violence. And to my trans siblings out there, if you're seeing this and you're scared, I'm scared too, and I will talk about that. But I wanted to start with this message of hope. Let's stand together, as indestructible as energy, as beautiful as butterflies, as unstoppable as light.